Hello YouTube and Clemson University. I am filming my first ever vlog today, which is kind of interesting because I've never really pictured myself as a vlogger. But I wanted to discuss a dialogue I attended at Clemson University entitled "Are You a Good Person?" A dialogue on religion and morals. If you don't know, a dialogue is where you go into a group of people and you just talk and learn and hang out, and that's about it. You talk about your viewpoints and then you leave knowing other things. First question I'd like to discuss is, do you feel like your group achieved true dialogue? And before I answer that question, I want to say that as soon as we walked in the room, our group leaders made sure that we A, knew what a dialogue was, and B, also knew what a dialogue wasn't, which is really cool because honestly when I went in I didn't know what a dialogue was. So having people to help me know what I'm doing, why I'm here, was really cool. So things that we discussed a dialogue wasn't is, a dialogue isn't to put someone down. It isn't to try and thrust your viewpoint upon someone else and tell them that you're right and they're wrong. And it's also not trying to convince someone, again, not trying to convince someone that they're wrong. You're not battling your opinions. You're not trying to put someone down because they believe something. Simply put, a dialogue is just to learn. It's not anything but that. You are going into a group of people discussing different viewpoints, or coming from different backgrounds, from different viewpoints, and you're discussing your own viewpoint to other people in order to dispel rumors, to dispel false thoughts and false ideas that have stuck with a particular background. So my answer to that question, do you feel your group achieved true dialogue? I would say yes, because when I left, I know I didn't feel like my viewpoints had been shot down or destroyed or anything. I didn't feel like anyone was trying to put anyone down. I feel like everyone left with rumors of other viewpoints dispelled, and everyone knew something different. So everyone learned something. I guarantee it. You learn something new every day. So that was really cool. And the next question is, were there active voices in your group? And to that question, I would say absolutely. And I feel like there were a lot of people in the room, so not everyone could speak at once, and some people are obviously more outspoken than others, and they have something to say all the time, and that's not a bad thing, because that's, again, how we learn. So yes, there were active voices in our group. People who would always have something to say, again, not a bad thing, which was, again, cool. Were there reserved voices in your group? Yes, again, not everyone can speak at once, and more people are outspoken than others. So the others, the less outspoken people, will kind of sit back and more or less just listen, because more likely than not, their viewpoint was shared with someone more outspoken. So I saw a lot of head nodding, which means that people were agreeing with what other people were saying. And so yes, there were reserved voices, but again, not a bad thing. My role in the group, I felt that I was more of a mix between the two. Whenever I had something to say, I'd say it, but also I liked to listen, so I sat back and let other people talk a lot, and so I learned a lot from this. So my role, I was kind of a active reserved voice. Last question, why is dialogue a part of C1000, and is it useful? I believe dialogue is part of C1000 because Clemson University wants us to learn how to integrate into a group of people from different viewpoints, and to learn not just other viewpoints, but to learn how to discuss a simple topic. without trying to thrust your viewpoint upon someone else or trying to get someone to believe the way you believe. So again, I believe that it's part of C1000 because Clemson is trying to put us in a situation that we're probably going to be in again in the future before we are actually in it. We're here to learn how to dialogue before the dialogue is actually extremely important. Is it useful? Absolutely. Because you go into a room of complete strangers, mostly complete strangers. I knew about 2 or 3 people in a group of about 20, and I learned how to talk to them. Honestly, I learned how to discuss my viewpoints without shutting someone down. I learned how to listen to someone's viewpoints without closing my mind and not listening. So, I guess that's about it. I really enjoyed the dialogue. I learned a lot. One thing I learned is that everyone's a good person initially. You have to make bad decisions to be a bad person. So, and not bad decisions as in making mistakes. I mean, you have to consciously do bad things. And sometimes bad isn't always what we perceive as bad. One of the things we did was we would say a couple of names and we'd give a thumbs up or a thumbs down for if they were a good person or not. And there were a lot of altering views on that, which was really cool because judging your goodness level isn't always perceived by you the same way it is someone else. So that's my vlog on Are You a Good Person? A dialogue on religions and morals. I think this is what you say at the end of a blog, so if you have any questions, paste them in the comments below, and have a great day.